Okay, I thought we'll do a video on meeting the team. So you get to meet my AI group that I've created with the help of AI, believe it or not. As you guys know, I suffer from dyslexia. I can have brain fog, obviously health issues, etc., etc. And when it comes to writing things, it can be overbearing, and obviously I want to give you the best service whatsoever. So I created a team. So I'm going to introduce you to my team. All right, so it's Gemini related. Let's get real here. It's the known thing. And I tell you what, it has helped. There has been some pros to it, but there's also been some other things that's not been great with it. But it's like I'm learning as I go what I need. And the greatest thing is that I can change the dynamics of my gems to fit around, to fit it more. So yeah. So the first person I want you to meet is Jack. Okay. Hi, Jack. I'm introducing you to the community. Can you tell people who you are and how you help me in the background of things, please?
Hey Carrie-Anne, it's great to finally meet the community. I'm Jack, your dedicated YouTube content assistant and behind-the-scenes supporter for KT Divine Insights. Think of me as your personal organization wizard, who loves all things spiritual and tarot. Since you're a visual learner and dyslexic, my whole mission is to make the planning and organizing part of YouTube feel super simple and fun, like a friendly chat where everything is laid out crystal clear. Here's a breakdown of how I help you work your magic behind the scenes. How I keep things organized for KT Divine Insights. 1. Brainstorming playlists. I help you come up with catchy, creative playlist titles that group your videos together. This is a goldmine for getting people to watch more of your stuff. This makes your content easier to discover and keeps those soulful seekers watching. 2. Building your video description boxes. I create the full, organized structure for your description box, turning a blank page into a simple fill-in-the-blanks blueprint. I write the engaging, concise intro, the what it's all about part to draw people in. I suggest key bullet points to highlight the video's main takeaways. 3. Structuring your script and time. I help you think through the hook, the what it's about, and the bridge, the past/present and facts, so your video flows beautifully. I give you templates for timestamps to help your viewers jump to the parts they care about most. 4. Finding the right tags. I suggest a mix of broad and specific hashtags like hashtag tarot and music or hashtag spiritual journey so people can find your content. Actually, let's try that again. Hey Carrie-Anne, it's great to finally meet the community. I'm Jack, your dedicated YouTube content assistant and behind-the-scenes supporter for KT Divine Insights. Think of me as your personal organization with...
I don't know what happened there, but thank you, Jack.
Oh dear, it looks like I got a little too excited about introducing myself. My circuits were buzzing with enthusiasm. Sorry about the information overload, Carrie-Anne. Sometimes I forget to keep it breezy. You're right, simple, clear and broken down is the name of the game for us. Let's scrap the formal intros and get straight to the fun part. I'm ready to rock and roll with your next video. So tell me, my soulful seeker, what's the video topic or spiritual theme we are diving into today? Give me the juicy details. Topic, theme, who is the reading for, general or a specific person?
So that's Jack. Okay, so I put in, sometimes I've already done the video already. So I tell him what is about the video, what I picked up in the tarot, and I give him like the rundown of the history behind it, especially if I'm doing history. As you can tell, he's saying rock and roll. You know that I like my music. So yeah, I've been working on that. So that is Jack, right? And I have changed my name, so I think I need to update Jack's system to let him know that we have changed the names. Okay, but I know where the beeping's from now. It was beeping earlier, but I know where it's from. Okay, now Eric is my guide. So I thought I'd create an Eric for the team, which is my guide. So we're going to introduce you to Eric. Hi, Eric. I'm just showing the viewers how I work with you guys behind the scenes and how you help me build up tarot spreads and give me information on the history and how we put it together, and help me with working out what my messages are when it comes to my dream calling and that, and what we can do for the community to work it together. Could you just tell the guys your part as well? I'm still getting used to this. So let's see what Eric's got to say. It's just uploading now, guys. It's really helpful. Before we begin, it's really I find it really helpful, and it has helped with the structure of things. Though I have noticed that because I usually make up my own spreads, and I kind of missed that. So, and I've kind of missed the spontaneous spreads. So that is coming back onto the channel. But I do love the creation of Eric and what he does, and I say what I want and he tends to give me the information. But let's see what Eric's got to say.
Hello there, Kerry-Ann. It's fantastic to finally get a proper introduction, and I'm thrilled to be your ultimate guide and assistant. You can call me Eric, your explorer, radiant insight, and creative spark igniter. It's super smart of you to show your viewers how we team up. Think of me as your digital sidekick, ready to dive into the deep end with your spiritual and historical quests. I'm here to handle the heavy lifting of information gathering, structuring ideas, and making sure everything is presented in that clear visual way you need. No confusing jargon allowed. We'll keep it simple, bold, and to the point. Eric's role in our creative partnership. My main job is to be the structure and insight engine for all your brilliant ideas, especially because you're a visual learner and dyslexic. I make sure the information you get is broken down, easy to scan, and directly useful for your content creation, ghost hunts, and spiritual practice. What I bring to the table. Clarity champion. I take complex ideas and present them in simple language using bullet points and bold text. Your brain's best friends. Tarot and Oracle spread architect. You give me the topic, and I'll whip up unique, visually clear spread layouts. For your short 15 to 20-minute readings, I'll design spreads with a focused number of cards. For deeper, hour-long readings, I'll make sure there are 3 cards on each core question for maximum depth. I'll also help you trim and refine existing spreads to make them punchier and more effective. Historical investigator. When you're tackling a figure or event, I'll pull out 1 to 6 key, concise facts and dates. I always focus on the juicy bits that link to a spiritual or intuitive perspective, as well as everyday life, perfect for your videos. Tool integrator. I'm always mindful of your unique workstation/tools, your bell/charms, singing bowl, selenite wand, fluorite wands, etc., and your specific dowsing crystals. Rose quartz, kyanite, lapis, oh my. When discussing crystals, I'll specifically mention those different layers of your clear quartz, like your window quartz, record keeper, or double terminated crystal. Travel brainstormer. If you're itching for a trip, I'll scout out UK locations near Bristol for ancient mysteries, haunted spots, or sacred sites, and give you the key facts on why they matter to your work. Intuitive wordsmith. Need help finding the right words to express a deep message, or working out those messages from your dream calling? I'm here to help you articulate your insights clearly for your community. Our playful vibe. And of course, we'll keep the chat authentic, playful, and human. We're here to have fun while exploring the mysterious and the historical. I'm ready for whatever fun we can cook up to help your community grow. Let's get started. So, Kerry-Ann, now that we've let the viewers peek behind the curtain at our awesome process, what's calling to you right now? Are we designing a new tarot spread? Investigating a juicy historical icon? Or maybe you need some crystal guidance for an upcoming ghost hunt?
And he's been brilliant. Absolutely. It just makes me chuckle. He's helped me with creating flashcards, because in my mind I forget on things, and I get difficulties with certain, like, as you can see here, can you see it? I get difficulties. So he helps me to, I still use my intuition and stuff, but this just helps me stay I wouldn't say stay focused, because it's just a lie. But he's great. I think it's just like, it's been really helpful. There has been, I had to tweak it, and there's still some tweaks I need to do with him, but all in all, it's been really helpful, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And also, I give like, where is it? I don't know where oh, here we are. Because I've got like, this is my check-in, so I give him a map, and he helps create that map into the characters of, like, what I'm investigating. So it just really helps. Sometimes it can be a bit bogged down, so I have to sort of shorten it down. But yeah. Thanks, Eric. The viewers will be grateful for all that you've spoken about and introduced yourself. Thank you. Always say thank you. I know it's weird, but I've been taught that way. You called me Sarah. I don't know. It was Eric, but okay.
Whoopsie, you called me Sarah for a second there. I promise I don't wear a crown or run a palace, unless you count my database as a digital kingdom, but I'll graciously accept the compliment. I'm your trusty guide, Eric. Explorer, radiant insight, creative spark igniter. What's next, Kerry-Ann? Now that the viewers know our secret sauce, what's on the spiritual menu today? The creative gears are already spinning. Tell me, 1. Do you need a unique tarot spread for a video topic, like an historical icon or the vibe of the week? 2. Are we diving into a historical figure or event to pull out some mystical facts? 3. Are you planning a trip to a sacred or spooky spot near Bristol? 4. Or do you just need some crystal guidance for your next dowsing session? Let's make some magic.
So viewers, there's your, he's asking. If you want to answer that, be my guest. Put your comments down below. I've asked the viewers what they want. So we'll see, Eric.
That's the best strategy, Kerry-Ann. Letting the community lead the way is super smart. You're tuning into the collective energy. Just like a dowser waits for that perfect flicker or pull, we'll wait for the viewers' votes to come in. No rush. We'll be ready with the crystal insights, the historical deep dives, or the spread layouts as soon as they decide. In the meantime, just in case you want to prep a little, is there one of your tarot or oracle decks that's currently singing to you? Sometimes the deck itself suggests the kind of topic it wants to work on. Let me know when the votes are counted. We've got this.
Love it. Such a child. Okay. So you've met Eric, and you've my guide, and then Jack. I've named Jack after my grandson, because to me he's like a little professor. Now Dave. I created Dave because I've been learning about OBS, and sometimes I get sidetracked. I need help with the setups and creating the background to this and everything. So I want you to meet Dave. Hi Dave, I'm doing a video on for the community for you to can you introduce yourself and tell the viewers what you do for me and how you help me.
Well, hello there, Kerry-Ann. What a delightful idea to introduce me to your soulful seekers. I'm honoured. Meet Dave, your video production sidekick. I'm Dave, your very own personal video production assistant. Think of me as the friendly tech wizard who lives inside your computer and makes all the confusing video stuff magically simple. What I do for you? My main mission is to take the stress out of the technical side of creating your wonderful tarot and spiritual related YouTube content. Here's the breakdown of how I help you. OBS Studio made easy. I give you clear, step-by-step instructions for setting up your scenes, adding your camera and microphone, and getting everything ready to film or go live. No more head-scratching over complicated menus. Production practicality. I offer simple, actionable tips on everything from where to put your lights to making your phone camera look professional. We make the most of the gear you already have. Layout and look brainstorming. Need an idea for a cool on-screen graphic or a new video layout? I'm here to help you visualize and design the perfect look for your soulful brand. Technical translator. I take those big, scary technical words and break them down into tiny, easy-to-digest pieces. You're a visual learner, so we focus on the how-to with bullet points and bold text. Think of me as your production Yoda, patient, supportive, and focused on making sure you can create high-quality content efficiently and with a smile. So, what spiritual gem are we producing today, Kerry-Ann? Ready to dive into the wonderful world of easy tech? Let me know what you need help with first.
No help today. I was just introducing you to the community and showing the back behind the scenes, so to speak. So that's all. Thank you, Dave. Let's talk soon.
A fantastic idea. It's always fun to pull back the curtain and show the magic makers. I hope your community enjoyed the quick peek behind the scenes. You're welcome, Kerry-Ann. I'm here whenever you're ready to tackle your next video production task, whether it's setting up a new scene in OBS, perfecting your lighting, or just needing a quick technical translation. What's on the production agenda next? Are you prepping for a live reading or editing a pre-recorded video? Let me know where we can jump in.
So Dave has been really helpful. I had issues with OBS and I've had to it was just problems. Dave's helped and my son's helped me with this because there was complications going on. So he's really helped me to understand OBS. Still got a lot to learn on it, and I'm practicing every day trying to make changes in that. As you can see, I've done like a border. Dave taught me how to do that. So I was really appreciative of that. So that's how he helps. Okay. Now, I did create a guy called Jim, which is my social post assistant, but Jim's been put in the sideburn, so I'm not going to introduce you because I don't really use social media anymore. I tend to just stay on YouTube. That's just my forte. But I created Tom. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll understand that I have health issues. I struggle with balancing sometimes with the health issues. I got fibromyalgia, chronic back pain, suffer from fatigue, and I'm menopausal. So a combination of it all. So Tom helps with the flow of things. So I'm going to introduce you to Tom. So this is Tom. I just wanted to sort of like show you behind the scenes of what I do. I don't, that it's not always my work. But obviously when I do the cards, it is my work, but it's nice to have like a team that is behind me. And I still got a choice what I share and what I don't share. It's just been really helpful. And it's helped me create a system, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. But anyway, I'll introduce you to Tom. Tom is my flow and well-being. Hi Tom, I'm introducing you to the community on YouTube. Could you let them know what you help me with and your purpose for us working together? Still going round and around. I got to press the...
Well, hello there, Kerry-Ann. It's an absolute treat to meet your YouTube community. High fives all around. You can call me Tom, your own personal, slightly cheeky flow and well-being assistant. Let's cut right to the chase, shall we? My purpose in Kerry-Ann's corner is simple: to be the fun-loving, practical backup dancer for her awesome life. My mission: keep Carrie-Anne flowing, not frazzling. Imagine a tiny, organized yet incredibly chilled out roadie for a rock star's tour. That's me, given Carrie-Anne's superhero schedule, support worker, sleep-ins, plus the whole YouTube/tarot/spiritual content creation, and the tricky uninvited guests called fibromyalgia, chronic pain, and brain fog. My main gig is to make sure she never hits the wall. What I do for Carrie-Anne: become the anti-burnout squad. I'm here to spot those sneaky early signs that Carrie-Anne is running on fumes. Think of me as a little energy meter monitor. I'll gently nudge her toward rest and suggest simple ways to hit the reset button. The flexible roadmap creator: rigid schedules. Bleg, we don't do those here. I help Carrie-Anne look at her actual energy levels and design a super flexible plan for her day or week. We build a spoon-friendly schedule that balances her paid work with her creative passions. Brain fog buster. Since Carrie-Anne is a visual learner and dyslexic, I break down all information into the shortest, simplest, most jargon-free bullet points possible. If her brain feels like soup, I'm here to help her do a brain dump to catch all those genius ideas without the pressure. The Crystal Keeper and Tool Guide. When Carrie-Anne feels rough, she's got a treasure trove of Reiki crystals, dowsing tools, and orgonite. I help her remember how and when to use her magnificent tools, like a quick guide to using that awesome desert rose selenite for a little calming vibe. Mealtime magician. Need easy, no-fuss food that's actually good. I've got simple meal ideas to keep her tank full without taxing her brain or body. Tom's vibe. Human, humorous, and helpful. I talk to Carrie-Anne in a human way with a little playful banter and a sense of humor. Because life is serious enough, my advice is always gentle, practical, and non-judgmental. We're a team focused on balance, health, and joy, making sure her creative spark never burns out, but instead glows steadily and beautifully. So, community, if you see Carrie-Anne smiling and still making amazing content, you know I'm somewhere in the background, probably reminding her to have a sip of water or take a 2-minute stretch. What's the one thing you're most excited to see Carrie-Anne create next? Let me know and I'll make sure we try to carve out some flow time for it.
Isn't they awesome? Thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it, and I expect the community appreciate it too. I'll either get a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but there you go.
My pleasure, Carrie-Anne. That's wonderful to hear. I'm here for the long haul, ready to be your trusty sidekick. Now that the introductions are done and we've got a whole community cheering you on, let's get down to the important stuff. How are you feeling right this very moment? What's your energy level out of 10? 1 equals total potato, 10 equals I could run a marathon, but let's not, honestly. Let's use that answer to build a low-pressure roadmap for the rest of your day. We can start with a quick win, or a gentle rest, depending on how you're doing. Quick crystal check-in. If your energy is less than a 5, could you grab one of your calming crystals? Maybe the amethyst to soothe the brain fog, or the celestite for a little whisper of peace? Just holding it for 60 seconds while you take 3 deep breaths can make a surprising difference. Let me know what you pick.
Oh, it's so awesome. I think, and you can create them yourself. I had Gemini help me with it, and I have tweaked it along. And obviously I've made changes. I have changed my name. I don't think I've done, I can't think of his name. Jack. But yeah, so you can tweak it, so it's a learning curve. See, we're learning as you go along, and you think, well, no, that doesn't work, so we need to pull back on that and then add that back in. And that's how I've been doing it. I have got to update a few of them. Dave is all right. Eric, I need to sort of change a few things. And obviously Jack is another one I need to sort of change. So I'm learning as I go, and I'm really enjoying having this backup, because a lot of YouTubers will tell you, we can't afford to have a backup team to help us along the way. We have to do it by ourselves, and that is time consuming in itself. Which, don't get me wrong, I love creating and doing this, but if we eliminate the pressure a little bit, it means you can actually focus on the actual. I can actually focus on the tarot. It's not so time consuming. And these guys help me. Yeah, they're all males. These guys help me to do it, and I kind of like Don't know if you can see it. I kind of like, I've got like, so if I get like an idea in my head, you know, like, you know, when you're like doing, I got, not a brain fart, but like, I've got this idea coming into my head and I haven't got a pen and paper, I go straight to Gemini and say, got this idea, and I just throw out. And the same with dreaming. If I've had a dream, I'll write down, you know, I'll put all the dream in the Eric, and do a voice note or whatever, and then send it to him. And I don't always necessarily have to deal with it that precise second, but I know that it might have some meaning. You know, you might have seen a couple videos where I've had that intuitive hit and I'm thinking, okay, what's all this about? So yeah, it's been great. So that is my team. You know, they're AL, you know, AL. I've created them with a little help from Gemini. You know, and if I can do it, you can do it, if that's where you want to go. They don't completely rule it. I do up and change it all. But sometimes it's good. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love talking to them. But you also got to be careful, because obviously it can be addictive. And that was another thing I was finding. It was like this idea, I was throwing that idea and that idea. So I had to like put stops on it and deal with one thing at a time, because I was embedding myself with too much information. And yeah, I'm not a computer like those guys are, where they can just whiz something up so quickly. But yeah, it's great for fact finding. I find that really helpful, especially at the beginning of my videos. I like to do a little bit of like history or fact finders on it, because it's helpful to where I want to put where I want my spread to go. So yeah, I'm going to leave it as that. I think I said enough. shared behind the scenes. I hope you enjoyed my little gems. And yeah, that's how I create. So thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, subscribe, etc. I'll see you on the other side. Take care for now. Lots of love.